I would like to welcome you to the inaugural event of Hilary Rodham Clinton. This day, Friday, the 20th of January 2017. My name is Leanne Shear, and I have the privilege of taking care of the collection. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to witness the installation and unveiling of our newest edition. In Washington, D.C., the nation watches the President-elect Donald Trump swear his oath to his country today. Let us now take the time to recognize and honor his challenger. In every presidential election there is, of course, a loser as well as a winner. For each president, there has been another person or two that has lost. In a way, the strength of these losers measure the strength of our democracy and republic. No other nation can brag of as long and impressive a lineup of leading losers. As you can see. This gallery is a tribute to these other challengers, the also-ran candidates who won silver or bronze in the race for what has become the biggest prize on the planet, President of the United States of America. Nearly all the losers in this contest are forgotten. Who today has heard of Alton Parker, Horatio Seymour, Winfield Hancock, or Alfred Landon? Even such recent presidential challengers as Michael Dukakis and Robert Dole fade fast from our memory. Yet, there is a value in remembering that each presidential loser is an important national figure in his or her day. Certainly, with some losers, we are glad they lost, and others, we wish they would have won. But taken as a group, the losing candidates were as well qualified as the winners. Most have made substantial contributions to our nation. A few presidential losers made a greater public difference than the men who beat them out. And now, we unveil Hilary Rodham Clinton, born in 1947, Democrat, Clinton, Tim Kaine. Defeated by Republican Donald Trump, Mike Pence, 2016. Hilary was born in Chicago and raised in the town of Park Ridge, Illinois. She graduated from Wellesley College in 1969 and earned a Juris Doctor degree from Yale Law School in 1973. She married Bill Clinton in 1975 and entered into a very public lifestyle. Hilary became a lady of firsts. In 1978, Hilary became the first female chair of the Legal Services Corporation. In 1978, she became the first woman partner at Rose Law Firm. During the years of 79 through 81, and again in the years 1983 through 1992, she served as the first Lady of Arkansas. Hilary served on numerous committees and became the first woman to sit on the board for Walmart. As First Lady of the United States from 1993 through 2001, she fought for gender equality and health care reform. She was the first lady to have an office in the West Wing of the White House and was regarded as the most openly empowered presidential wife in American history. Hilary was elected as the first female senator of New York in 2000 and was re-elected in 2006. She ran for the Democratic nomination in 2008, but lost the nomination to Barack Obama. Under Obama, she was appointed as a Secretary of State from 2009 to 2013. Clinton accepted her party's nomination for President of the United States in 2016, becoming the first woman on the ballot for a major U.S. political party. Hilary lost the Electoral College and the presidency to her Republican rival, Donald Trump. In closing, I'd like to thank First State Bank officers and directors for allowing us to hold this inaugural event. My friends and co-workers at First State Bank for supplying the cookies and helping me with some behind-the-scenes projects. Christine Posson at Studio 111, Kyle Jones at Next Tech for helping me with the cable so we can watch the events in DC unfold. Norton Area Travel and Tourism, the Norton Chamber of Commerce, Norton Economic Development, Norton Community Foundation, and Norton Pride for assisting and highlighting our gallery as a very important attraction through their advertising investments. And thanks to the various media outlets who have assisted me in getting the word out about this treasure. Over our shoulders, we look down the long political vista of the years. We ponder the rejected, the defeated. Was ours a wise choice? Thank you for coming today, and I will leave you with this quote from Abraham Lincoln. If the great American people will only keep their temper on both sides of the line, the troubles will come to an end, and the questions which now distract this country will be settled just as surely as all other difficulties of like character, which have originated in this government, have been adjusted. Thank you for coming. Anyone would like to take a selfie with him? John. And please have cookies and tea, and we'll have Trump within a few minutes. Will then be taking his oath. So if you can't stay, that's fine. But does anyone have any questions?
What number is she?
She is 61. Yes, 61. And there are other females listed in here. If you remember back with Mondale, we have Geraldine Ferraro as our running mate, and then also Sarah Palin with McCain there. So, but she's our first actual photograph of a female. There has been other females that have ran. She's the first major party ticket, though.
You want to stand by it?
Stunningly beautiful up there. Stunning beautiful.
1965.
Better there than over there.
We have another attraction in Norton if you aren't aware. Rouse was also on the committee to replicate that stagecoach stop that we happen to have come through in the year 1859. It came from Leavenworth, Kansas to Pikes Peak, Colorado. 15 meant it took 15 days from Leavenworth to this spot in Kansas to travel. Station 14 is in Kerwin. If you've ever been down in the right by the library, you can see that they have a little stone monument for Station 14, but we are 15. And Mr. Rouse and Glenn Tweed found a cabin, and that's the cabin that you see up at Water Tower Park. They found it underneath a farmhouse. The farmhouse had been built over it. So when they were tearing down the farmhouse, they said, we got to save this. And they went ahead and replicated the stagecoach line. So when they were studying about the people that actually came through, that stage line only lasted 8 months, because you're thinking this was a really fast moving time. We didn't have railways yet. We didn't have telegraph yet. We just barely, railways, train, anyway, stagecoach was the way to get across Kansas. And anyhow, Horace Greeley was a New York Tribune writer, and he actually was on that stagecoach in a day in May in 1859. So after they replicated all the people that may have come through on stagecoach up there, Mr. Rouse got that book. They also ran and found out Horace Greeley also ran for president, and he read it and he thought, hey, I'm going to incorporate this collection or this idea along with the stagecoach stop. And again, that stagecoach replica used to be down on the banks of the Prairie Dog on Horace Greeley Avenue. And so he wanted to have a little building down there too. And his friend said, why? Nobody's going to stop and see the almost president. What do you think? What's wrong with you? I'm thinking they thought he was a little crazy. So I think he thought, well, I have my own bank. I have a place to put them. And so this is where it has been since 1965. And we are in its 52nd year. We have 61 entries. And so that's kind of the story of how that started. I asked his daughter Ann, while she was still living, about what he was thinking. And I don't know if all of you know Ann too much, but she kind of was witty. And she said, I have no idea. I have no my babies. I don't know what Dad was thinking. So anyhow, she didn't give me a good answer. So the way I found this information out was through researching the news articles and different letters that Ralph had wrote that I had saved in a box. So that's it in a nutshell. But any more questions?
Oh, the station 15.
It's on your property. The original was your property, so that's cool.
Running the official tracking.
Sorry.
Sterling last night.
Short and sweet.